In this question, we are asked to solve the given inequality. So the first step is to bring everything to one side so that on our right we can have a 0. So I'm going to have x squared plus 5x. Transposing the minus 4, it becomes plus 4. Then we have less than or equals to 0. So I transpose the minus 4 to the other side. And then, ladies and gentlemen, now we need to factorize this quadratic expression, right? So we need to get two numbers that multiply to give us what? That multiply to give us 4, and when we add them, they give us 5, right? And those numbers are 4 and 1. So we are going to do this. We're going to have x plus 4, x plus 1 is less than or equals to 0. And I always just verify. This will be 4x, that will be 1x. Indeed, we get the middle term. So I always check if I get the middle term or not. Now let's go on. We need to give critical values. And to give critical values, we apply the zero product rule. The first bracket, okay, here I'll show that I'm doing CVs. The first bracket must be equals to 0, or the second bracket must be equals to 0. And we can see that x here will be equals to minus 4, or x will be minus 1. So these are our critical values. And then let's agree, guys. The critical values will divide the number line into 3 regions, right? Let's draw a number line. We have the smaller number first, and then the bigger one, right? The region this side will be all the numbers that are smaller than minus 4. The region in between will be the numbers that are in between or equals to, that are in between those two numbers. And then the region here will be all the numbers that are bigger or equals to minus 1. So our answers are either going to be this, that, or that. We need to test. Okay, let's test. And I know that I'm going to have shaded dots here because the inequality is including. Okay? Now let's see. I'm gonna start with by testing each region. Let's see. Region 1, which is this one. I'm gonna pick any number that is less than minus 4. Let's pick minus 5. If I put minus 5 here, you always put it in the factorized bracket. When you test, you put in the factorized form. That is the best form to put it at. So we have minus 5, and then I put minus 5 there. So let's check. The first bracket will be negative. The second bracket will be negative. And then negative and negative gives us a positive. So the results here when we put minus 5 will be a positive. But we are looking for a negative. Less than 0 means negative. So we're looking for a region that is going to give us a negative. So that region fails. Doesn't work. Region 1 does what? It fails. Okay, it doesn't work. So let's check region 2. Okay. So in region 2, I'm going to pick any number that is between minus 4 and minus 1. Right? Let's pick any number that is between minus 4 and minus 1. I can pick minus 2. So I'm going to put minus 2 here and minus 2 there. The first bracket will be a positive. If you add this, you get a positive. The second bracket will be a negative, which gives us a negative, and it works. So region 2 works. Right. Now let's check region 3. We check all the regions. Region 3, where I'm going to pick any number that is bigger than minus 1. Okay. So for example, I can take a 0. A 0 here and a 0 there. I get a positive and a positive, which does not give me a negative. Remember here I'm looking for less than 0. less than 0 is negative. So the only region that works in this case is the region 2. Yeah? So the only region that works in this case is the region 2. So your lines are going to be touching like that. And then you say, therefore, negative 4 is less than x, which is less than or equals to minus 1, is the solution. Okay, and that marks the end of this video, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.